Here's little Johnny Cash, boy named Sue. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him 'cause he run ahead, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he went and left, he named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks that I seemed to have to fight my whole life through. Well, some gal'd giggle and I'd get red, and some got a laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen, and I seemed I had to run from town to town to hide my shame. I made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search them honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. It was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry, so I stepped inside to have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that was my old sweet dad from a worn-out picture his mother had, and I knew the scar on his face and his evil eye. But he was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you gonna die." That's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he looked down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Well, I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we went through the wall and out into the streets, kicking and a gouging the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. Bit like a mule and a bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first, and it started there for a minute and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong." So now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the gut and spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the dirty son of a bitch that named you Sue. What could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, and I called him my pa and he called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue. I hate that name.